Alright, welcome back. This is episode 21, and I've been enjoying myself here listening. Well, of course, now that I start the episode, it actually stops. But between episodes, I was listening to the little song she was singing, and it was actually, they put a lot of effort into it. So I'm happy about that because I love when you can tell the developer really loves the world that they've been creating and really goes all out with making it feel alive. Alright, so there is, however, a quest marker here. What's the quest marker? Oh. Oh, okay. Is this the exit, or... Yeah, it's the exit. I gotcha. Alright, let's look around a little bit first, though. Who are you?
Inquisition, huh? I wish to holy Andraste you'd gotten here sooner. These Tavinters make my shoulder blades itch.
Okay, not really sure of the connection there, but kind of wish I got here sooner myself, but they wouldn't let me in the gate. I tried. Alright.
Who are you?
Name's Talwyn, formerly of the Circle of Magi in Hospital.
Where is Hospital?
My whole life there. Since I was 10 years old and came into my magic. 3 meals a day, quality education, a roof over my head. If you're not summoning demons, a mage tower's a fine place to be.
See, well, I can understand that to a degree. I think she wouldn't at all. I would think he was like a traitor to his own kind.
If you were happy in the circle, why are you here with the rebels?
We're all rebels now. The vote saw to that. The majority wanted to dissolve the circles. The rest of us went with them or were cut loose. I figured I'm better off with my fellow mages than on my own.
So that's the trouble with the Templars, that it's all or nothing with them. They couldn't have just said, alright, you mages who decide to stay can stay, and we'll just, chase down the ones that left. No, they had to kill all the mages just in case. And that's why this was inevitably going to happen no matter what.
You're not happy with this new alliance?
Something's not right about that lot. They're not like us. Magic or no, I'd rather count myself among decent folk than stand with magisters.
Good man. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what Leovar would think of the Magisters, and I don't think, well, I think there's some history between the Elves and the Tevinter Imperium. I'm pretty sure they destroyed Aravail back in ancient times. Although then she's also not a fan of the Chantry, though, because they led an exalted march against the Dales. So I think the Tevinters were the reason that we had to build the Dales after Aravail fell, and then when the Dales fell to the Chantry, that's when they became the Wandering Dalish tribes. That's where Dalish comes from, the Dales where they used to live.
How did the Grand Enchanter end up working with Tevinter?
1 minute, we were bracing for the Templars to attack. The next, we had a Magister ally. It was a stroke of luck that's given us an edge. In a way. Out of the frying pan.
And you know how that saying ends.
Goodbye.
Be careful. The Tevinters likely aren't happy you're asking questions.
Are they ever happy? But yeah, I think she's definitely in favor of the mages being free and able to live their lives, but she's not in favor of them holding rule over others just because they happen to be magisters. I think in her ideal society, a mage would be treated just like everybody else, and not placed above them where only mages can rule, but not below them either where mages can never rule or never do anything most people can.
Magister Alexius wishes only mages to remain in Redcliffe. He will approve of you. He does not approve of me. Many villagers have already left to escape his ire.
Are you not a mage? You have the robes. Ah, okay, this is because I have the history unlocked from the Inquisition table.
This village has a history with mages, doesn't it? Do you know the details?
During the last blight, the Arl of Redcliffe became ill. Not even the efforts of the Circle could save him. His young son, who was an undiscovered mage, made a deal with a demon to keep the Arl from death. The boy became an abomination. Through him, each night, the demon raised armies of corpses to assault the village. The hero of Ferelden defeated the demon and stopped the undead hordes from destroying Redcliffe.
They don't really specify how, though. I wonder if that dialogue changes at all depending on your choices. It seems right now like a catch-all. Just has defeated the demon. It doesn't reveal Connor's fate. You can hear the song in the background now.
What does the Magister have against you?
He does not like to be reminded of what mages can become. He says all Tranquil must leave Redcliffe. But who would take us in?
Oh, he's a tranquil. He didn't seem like he was that tranquil. He's not branded, or is he? I can't tell. There is something on his forehead there. I thought maybe only the Kirkwall tranquil were branded, but now I'm not so sure. But he seems to have more emotion than most tranquil.
You're one of the tranquil.
Yes, my talent for magic was insufficient to protect me from demons.
That explains the
Rather
robes.
than risk me becoming possessed, the circle removed my connection to the Fade. My magic is gone, along with my dreams and desires. Those now in Redcliffe prefer not to see us.
How long have the Tevinters been here?
Magister Alexius arrived at nightfall, 2 days after we retreated from the Temple of Sacred Ashes. He forced anyone without magic out of the castle, save those he required to serve him. Even the Arl was sent away.
Doesn't seem like they're all to leave without a fight. Maybe he's going to get reinforcements.
Farewell, then.
I still want to know who sent us here.
You are a member of the Inquisition, are you not? I am an alchemist. You must require potions. If the Magister will not have me here, perhaps I can offer my services.
Oh, I'm sure that one guy, our potion master, would love to have an extra set of hands. Sure.
We would be delighted to have you working for the Inquisition.
Thank you. While one lives, it is good to believe there is still a use for one's talents.
He must be, yep, one of the agents. Nice. We didn't hit level 7 last episode, or level 9, whatever we're up to. We will soon.
We don't need your kind here. Your Inquisition's just Templars by another name.
Is that the Grand Enchanter? I thought it was, but now I'm not so sure.
Who are you?
Okay, not her.
Linnea. Just Linnea. Don't ask what circle tower I'm from, because we're done with that. We're all free mages now.
She's a true believer then.
You'd rather bow to Tevinter than join the Inquisition.
Don't tell me you bought the Chantry's lies about how evil Tevinter is. It's just because they're ruled by mages. No one wants us to look at them and say their mages are free and the world hasn't ended.
But don't Magisters summon demons and practice human sacrifice?
The Chantry says whatever they think will scare us. What's wrong with blood magic? People
The
don't
blood
like
part.
the idea of us controlling their thoughts, but they have no problem with us throwing fireballs in their walls. In Tevinter, the mages police themselves. It works.
Two wrongs don't make a right. We shouldn't be forced to fight their wars, but we also shouldn't be forcing them to do whatever the hell we want.
I'm here because I believe mages deserve their freedom.
Right. And I'm the Empress of Orlais.
I am a mage. How can you... I wonder if maybe if you have magic, the magic training thing, if maybe you can convince her. But if that's the case, I'll try again later once I pick it up. That might be the next Inquisition perk I choose, because it would make sense that being a first to a keeper, she would have a advanced knowledge of magic. And that would reflect in conversation. Oh, a book. Rose and Queen Magical. I feel like that might have been from a previous game as well. And there's an upstairs. It's a big place. Another book. And books, in these ages must be prized possessions because there was no printing press. If you wanted a book, some poor scribe had to copy down the whole thing by hand. So only the rich can really afford them. I wonder if there's any kind of library. Ooh. Hey, level 9. That scared me a little bit, but alright, cool. Time to level up. Can't level up that way. Alright, there we go. So I think we're good with the fire line we decided, right? Yeah, because we don't want this ability, don't want this ability. Chaotic Focus could be cool, but it's one of those abilities that you have to... Well, it's based around barriers. So I really want to have some more barrier skills before I choose that. Yeah. As nice as this would be to have like the little life ward thing, I think I'm probably going to go up this tree, because I could live without this. Could definitely live without this, even though technically it helps your barrier. And this is the one I really want. Just giving them more strength, because this would directly affect that fire trait we just looked at. But these are all pretty good too. And I really want to dispel in the case of like enemy rage demons. Yeah. It's an AoE, right? Yeah, 5-meter AoE. So that could be really useful. And it's a combo ability, which I've looked into a little bit, but I still don't fully understand yet. We'll look into that some more later, though. To have more abilities. Alright, so now I can dispel things. Yay. Alright. Anything in here? We've been in there, haven't we? We've been in here. What do we have? Nope, nope, nothing to see here. Turn around. Move along. Alright. And that's the exit on the door. And now we wait for another very long load time. In retrospect, I probably should have finished the episode I should have done everything in the tavern before I ended the episode and then started the new one, but that's okay. Okay, didn't take that long to load. In case you're curious, I don't like splicing videos when I can help it, because I now record the audio separately from the video in Audacity. It's better quality that way. Less noise. Or there is noise, but I can get rid of it with Audacity. So that's why I don't like splicing it. Whereas if I was just using OBS, I would have no problem. Alright, who are you, Lysis?
You're from the Inquisition.
Fellow
I
elf.
didn't think you'd still be here. Were you really looking to ally with us?
No, you should be contained. Yes, mages should
I
be
want
free.
this war to end without sending you back to the circle.
There has to be a way, right? We're not what they think. All blood mages and abominations. We just want to be normal. Have families. Use our magic to help grow crops or something. We never wanted war. What choice did we have? Stay and be slaves?
Sometimes to achieve the world one desires, one must take regrettable measures.
I hope you can do something. Tying ourselves to Tevinter. That can't be the right way to end this.
Preaching to the choir here. I think I said this before, but I do like his robes. Hopefully the female version look cool as well.
You seem young to be part of this.
I'm Alexius. I came into my magic when I was 9 years old. Templars came into the alienage and took me to the circle. They didn't even let me say goodbye. It's not right. I studied hard. I passed my harrowing. I sing the chant. But I'll be locked up for the rest of my life.
That guy just moved fast.
You don't approve of the Grand Enchanter's decision?
I was there when we voted to leave the circle. She really seemed to care what we wanted. She was ready to rebel, but she wasn't going to unless it was the will of all mages. It's hard to believe
Well, not
she'd
all,
go
just a
behind our
majority.
backs and sell us to the magisters.
I think she was scared. I'd say she might be, because if she's not acting like herself either, then maybe she's also an imposter. But she's the one that helped me figure out that there was an imposter walking around for sure, so there's no way they're both imposters. That wouldn't really make sense. Well, I guess it would if there were two imposters running around, but that seems extremely unlikely.
How long has Magister Alexius been here?
A day or two after. After the conclave, he arrived. Come to save us from the wrath of the Templars, they said. But this doesn't feel like safety.
Take care of yourself. There's something strange going on.
I never thought the
Many
Grand
something
Enchanter would swear
strange.
to a magister.
I think they would have offered her to like become a magister or something to get her to join them, but alright. So I guess there's a lot of quests around here to pick up. And yeah, we're still on the same map, just in the northern extremities of it. And that's where that high dragon was, and that's where those level 12 demon portals are. Okay, why is this one, oh. I was wondering why it was a different color. So there's lots of merchants, I guess we should check them out while we're here. Don't really plan on buying anything, but if they have some cool robes, or some mage rings, I might make an exception. Bookseller.
Everything on the surface smells so wet.
Wet. Alright, these are recipes. Okay. Keeper's Staff. Now, does that just affect appearance, or does that affect... A lot of these are all tier 1s, right? I'm starting to outgrow tier 1s at this point. I guess I'll buy the Keeper's Staff just in case. It's not a ton of gold. And I might like the appearance of it. I know it affects appearance, I just don't know if it affects the base stats or not. Tier 1 medium armor, tier 1 medium armor, tier 1 heavy armor, light armor, there we go. Sturdy apprentice coats. I wish you could preview them, but you can't. I can look it up real quick, I guess. Let's see. Sturdy apprentice coat. Sturdy apprentice armor schematic. Alright, it's hard to tell in the little picture they have here. And there's coat, there's the armor. Alright, the coat is the one that I had when I began the game. The armor's a little different. And then, well, I'm just gonna, 160. How many others do we have? Make myself a hat, I guess. Apprentice coat. Okay, these are all the upgrades for it. Are they tier 1? Did it say tier 1? Yeah. Alright, let me look up the last one. Unless it looks really awesome, I'm not going to bother since it's only tier 1. And I'll note I'll get more anyway. Light adventure armor, no, not a fan of that at all. Does he sell anything else? Nope. So that's what they mean by books. They really just mean recipes. So that's one. And there's another merchant over here. And then one on the other side of the village by the looks of it.
I talked to one of the rebel mages, and she said it sounded like the dream she had before the magic took her.
I don't want you to.
What are they talking about over there, I wonder?
Is there something you...
Alright, so she sells a bunch of stuff I can't really use. Basically just lots of weapons. And some upgrades for weapons. Alright. Thank you, but no thank you. Ooh, what could the question mark be?
Travel safely.
Would you hate me that
This must be like the main market
supplies,
square
your
then.
worship?
Your worship, because he's a believer. Alright, there's Masterwork Scout armor. For rogues only, unfortunately, but it is very nice armor. Unique medium armor. Warrior. Seriously? Like, all of the good armors are for warriors and rogues. The ones I drop, or the ones that drop, the ones I can buy. Cannot catch a break here. No rings, of course. And all the other stuff that goes with it. Alright. Well, at least we give it a try. Let's see what this question mark is.
But the mages, you want to do more for it? Let's join the Inquisition. Do you mean it?
Ooh.
I'm a sandbook and you're a fine leatherworker.
Who wants to
I'm
join?
sure they can find some use for us. And the Inquisition soldiers are the only ones trying to restore order right now. If we want to help.
All right, we'll do it. Thank you.
Alright. Go sign up today.
Yes.
There's my recruitment for the day. Okay. Not around... Oh, it's a locked door. And I guess that means I can only open it with deft hands, right?
Would that I could.
I don't even see this locked door. There we go. Yep. Alright, so that's the second door we'll have to come back and get once I pick up the deft hands Inquisition perk. So next I think we'll go around and pick up all these extra quests we have. And then we'll talk to the Chantry. Most likely before the episode is over.
Many people dying for want of simple herbs.
Everyone's here. You need herbs? I have herbs. Give me XP,
May I
I'll give you
help
herbs.
you? Are you running short of healing herbs?
Yes. We've many injured from attacks by those cursed Templars. I need the herbs to treat people's wounds. It's too dangerous to go hunting through the hills to gather more. I've a list there of the herbs I need.
There are refugees at the crossroads who would benefit from a healer.
Of course they would. These attacks by the Templars have endangered countless innocent lives. But if I go to the crossroads to help, I might end up in danger myself. I doubt those refugees would risk their lives for a knife here. Why should I risk mine for them?
Special. I guess that's because I'm an elf. I can persuade her. Let's give it a try. Oh, okay. Oh, that's okay. So there's lots of different ways you can actually do this quest. You can use your knowledge of history to say they'll remember it. You can ask Solus to intervene on your behalf, being an elf and all. Or you could use your elven heritage. So if you're a human and Solus isn't with you and you didn't take that perk, no luck. I like that. It's kind of unfortunate that I have all three of these answers because I can't use them all, but I'm going to go with my Dalish heritage.
People are afraid right now. I haven't been called Knifear as often as I'd expected. Mostly, all the humans say is thank you. I expect you'll find the same, and change some minds in the process.
All right. If the Inquisition soldiers are
leveled
there,
up.
I might be safer regardless. I'll see you at
Good
the
point.
crossroads soon. Just give me a moment to gather my things.
Wait, what about these herbs? Do you still need them? Read list. Bring them to the healer. Yep. Oh, don't go yet. Don't go.
May
I
I
have
help
herbs.
you?
I found your herbs.
I found some of the herbs you were looking for.
Thank you.
Is it herbs or I thought it was a silent H. Herbs. Herbalism? I've been pronouncing it wrong all this time? Herbalism. I don't know.
Are you running short of healing herbs?
Got a put?
Yes, I need them to keep wounds from going bad. It's too dangerous to go hunting through the hills to gather more. I've a list there of the herbs I need.
It's the quest we just
Goodbye.
did though, unless there's a second
Thank
tier
you
of
so
it.
much for your help.
No. Well, is there?
A pleasure to see you again.
Oh, guess so.
Are you running short of healing herbs?
Yes, I need... It's too dangerous to go hunting through the hills to gather more. I've a list there of the herbs
I found some of the
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Royal Alfred definitely had an advanced. Okay, so it is a second tier. I was worried the quest was bugged and repeatable. I don't want to get like unlimited XP by doing some kind of exploiting some kind of bug. But all right, so she gives you different tiers,
A
right?
pleasure to see you again.
I'm okay
I
with that.
found some of the herbs you were looking for.
Yes, these are perfect.
All right, so just the three tiers then. Got a little bit of influence for that, not a ton, but it'll do. All right, let's go see what
Let's
what's
look
over here. Oh, what was that? I think my searching interrupted the conversation. That's kind of dumb. Oh. Oh, another one of them? Or is it the same one? Must be the same one. I think whatever we're looking for... No, it's a different door. Yeah, a lot of locked homes around here. Redcliffe Windmill, we've been up there. Nothing over this way, is there? It's not the way we came in, is it? Is this just another path up to the windmill? Actually, this might be the way we came in. Because we came down here, and then we turned right and went to the inn. Okay. So at some point we got turned around there. We will head to the Chantry, but not quite yet. Okay, so you can quick travel to Redcliffe. Storyteller.
No man needs statues so great as those whose remnants lie toppled in these hills. These statues come from ancient dreams of blood and bone, lost to the memory of man.
Who's that statue?
Be wary of them.
I remember the first time the dead walked these lands, when a blood mage poisoned our leman.
Wasn't that
The
long ago.
ashes of Andraste herself brought the Arl back from his enchanted slumber.
Tell me about your people.
They say a spirit dwells in a small lake south of the highway. The girls of the village bring it daisies and ask for love, but rarely does it listen. 4
'Tis a spirit of valor, not love, and it favors blood lotus flowers.
Interesting. Is that the lake down by the waterfall? It's gotta be. It's the only lake I know. Yep. Alright, we'll have to check it out a little later on. Maybe not this episode. Depends how quickly we get done everything else in here. We will certainly check it out before we leave the area. Widower.
Ah, Senna, my darling. For the first time in all these years, I fear I will not be visiting your ashes. What world is this? That demons and brigands stop a man from taking flowers to his wife's shrine.
Senna sounds familiar. Is that a character from like the first game, or am I just making that up?
What if I took flowers to your wife's shrine for you?
I do not know what to say, except thank you. You were Dalish.
Could I have your robes?
My Senna and I, we kept to the old ways as we could.
Oh, glad to hear it.
Though I know we are as children to you. Her shrine lies on a hill to the west, near the tablstones. Thank you.
To the west. Okay, dragon is to the east. West I can go to.
Stay safe.
Walk in peace.
To the west. Oh, way down there. Alright. We can quick travel down there, though, when we're ready to do it. And there was another quest over there. We can complete the quest. A letter found on a Templar corpse suggests that someone named Tanner is secretly doing business with Templars. Probably lyrium smuggling. It's just the village itself. Right, so how do we get over to that other west quest? I'm really surprised that nobody has noticed a dragon hiding out over there, but maybe it's been slumbering or it just arrived or something. And I either woke it up or was one of the first to see it.
They're not but stories, dear. Rabbit does not flee its burrow when it hears the wolf prowling about. Now is the time to stay close to home.
I thought when they said look at the sky, I was like, oh, maybe they saw the dragon, but no, it doesn't seem to be a plot element. It seems to just be like a random spawn thing. One-eyed Jimmy.
Please, are you with the Inquisition?
Let me guess, find his
As
other eye.
you've wandered, have you by any chance seen a ram that is, different? Lord Wolseley wandered off, and he's
Wolseley.
very special. If you could find him, I'd be most grateful.
What makes your ram so special?
Well, he's always brought the family luck, and his advice helped us make our fortune.
Your ram offered advice.
He's a very special ram.
Does he predict the winner of the Super Bowl?
Your ram has gone missing.
Yes, I'm certain that if he heard his Jimmy missed him, he'd come right back. He's likely at our family's old summer cabin. It's by the lake in the southern hills.
It's far away,
If
isn't
you
it?
do find him and send him back, I'd be happy to pay you.
How'd you lose a, like... I don't think a ram would know the way all the way from here to the summer cabin. Where'd you lose him exactly?
I'll speak with you later.
If you find my ram, please send him
Would you
home.
just like leave him there and had to pack him when you came back to the village? Alright, well, we'll do it, I guess, but... Oh, is that also? Oh, nice, they're together, so later on we'll quick travel there and it'll be nice and easy. Okay, so we're getting there, but for now I actually want to continue the main quest, and that is over here where that very special arrow is. So let's see what the Magister's son has to say. I am definitely interested to hear it. Had a lot of questions raised these last couple episodes, and I'm ready for a couple answers. Maybe not all the answers, but a couple. Oh, that's right. Let's do this one first. Build the suspense. What's that? Just iron? Nah, who cares? Or is it a... Wait, it might be a mirage fragment. Or whatever it's called. Not a mirage. Oh, Varric. Well, alright. Guess we'll have to use a potion. Nice view, I guess. Redcliffe Castle. Very cool. Alright. Onward.
May I help you?
That's right, Sister Tanner. Almost forgot about you.
Make her watch over you.
Are you a Chantry sister?
A lay sister only. I work here to help the poor and extend the Maker's kindness to those who need it. It is
Including
very busy
Templars?
work, especially in these times, but let me know if I can ever help you.
I found the letter you sent a Templar named Corin.
What? Shit. You can't prove anything.
That's not what a
A letter
lay
from
sister
a
should be
rogue
saying.
Templar. Nobody is going to care.
You okay there,
So-
Blackmore?
What do you intend to do?
He's doing like an Irish jig on that bench. Alright, do I have... Okay, I can... I don't know why I can tell her she's degrading the Chantry. Like, why is that a special option? Is it something I've... I don't know. Let's have Varric do it.
What kind of cut are they giving you? Have you got protection? I see a suspicious lack of guards. It looks to me like you've been cut loose. Maybe you should look for a new employer.
Are you serious? The high and mighty Inquisition needs smugglers.
Use anyone.
All right, I'm in. Seems like the Inquisition is the safer bet these days.
Glad somebody thinks so. Why is it... Oh. Cutscene thing. How come that other agent didn't have one? Seems odd. Alright, very cool. We're getting lots of agents. I guess you get a lot of them early. Not sure, and +1 power for having that extra agent. Okay, do a quick save. Let's head into the good old Chantry. This is where we made our stand and defended the village against demons. Many years ago. I kind of want to go back and like watch that Let's Play episode now. I guess it was, I don't know, 6 months ago or so when I played that. Glad I played Origins again though. Makes everything fresh. And hopefully at least some of you are watching the series all the way through, because I think that's what I would be doing if I was... Uh-oh. Who is that guy?
Good. You're finally here.
And there's a breacher.
Now help me close this, would you?
Is he going to be a companion? I kind of get the feeling he's going to be. I say that about everybody, so I'm bound to be right about it. Alright. 3. Don't see any demons that should be dispelled. What is that thing? Is that something we made, or is that something... Can't disrupt it at the moment. It's doing its little thing. Okay. That guy, well... I was going to disrupt him, but... What can I aim thing? There you go. But the shield went down before I could... Oh, you I can... Yeah. My party's actually getting fairly powerful, it seems, at least against level 7s. Against level 12s and higher, not so much. Success! Whisper.
Fascinating. How does that work exactly? You don't even know, do you? You just wiggle your fingers and boom. Rift closes.
Definitely seems like a companion.
Who are you?
Ah, getting ahead of myself again, I see. Dorian of House Parvus, most recently of Minrathous. How do you do?
Minrathous is the
Magister
capital.
Alexius was once my mentor, so my assistance should be valuable, as I'm sure you can imagine.
Aha, so... Alright, so maybe it wasn't his son that left the note then. I guess I interpreted that wrong. Somebody left the note, and I guess that somebody is him. Or maybe it was Felix. Let's see.
I was expecting Felix to
Maybe
be
he's
here.
working for Felix.
I'm sure he's on his way. He was to give you the note, then meet us here after ditching his father.
I see. Hate to ask this, but he's not here, so it'd be good to know.
Alexius couldn't jump to Felix's side fast enough when he pretended to be faint. Is something wrong with him?
He's had some lingering illness for months. Felix is an only child, and Alexius is being a mother hen, most likely.
Interesting. Wonder if this illness was just a convenient way to get him to fake the fainting, or if there's actually going to be more to it. I hope there's more to it.
Are you a Magister?
All right, let's say this once.
I'm a mage from Tevinter, but not a member of the Magisterium. I know Southerners use the terms interchangeably, but that only makes you sound like barbarians.
Well, excuse me then. Trying to think if she would be more like offended by that or more wanting to get to the point. We'll go with this one.
Stop talking like you're waiting for applause. Just tell me what's going on.
What? There's no applause? Fine. Look, you must know there's danger. That should be obvious even without them.
Well, yes, we just fought off demons for one
Start
thing.
with Alexius claiming the allegiance of the mage rebels out from under you. As if by magic, yes? Which is exactly right. To reach Redcliffe, before the Inquisition, Alexius distorted time itself.
Alright, now how is that possible? Never heard of any kind of time-based magic before.
If there was a way to turn back time, the Dalish would have used it long ago.
Fair point.
That is fascinating if
But
true.
I like the reference.
And almost certainly dangerous.
The rift you closed here. You saw how it twisted time around itself, sped some things up and slowed others down. Soon, there will be more like it, and they'll appear further and further away from Redcliffe. The magic Alexius is using is wildly unstable, and it's unraveling the world.
Are you saying he caused it then, or he's just using this to his advantage to do this? I like that better too. I'm not a big fan of time travel stories just because they're very, 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 very infrequently done in a way that makes any kind of sense. There are some exceptions. Looper was a good like indie film was Looper, or am I thinking of something else? Looper might be a different film actually, but there was one that it wasn't Looper, it was something else. I'll think of the name later. But anyway, yeah, time travel can get really tricky. When used in the fantasy setting, it normally is not pulled off well. But just the idea of time slowing down and speeding up, that's a lot more, I mean, that's actually realistic because time actually does slow down and speed up depending on how close to the speed of light you're moving. But it's not what's happening here, but I can definitely see magic having a similar effect. And I think there's actually some abilities that make you seem to move faster. Or am I misremembering that? I know I saw something somewhere. Oh, I think it's one of the specializations. That's what it was. One of the ones I'm not choosing. But I think one of the mage specializations actually can manipulate time in that manner.
I'd like more proof than magical time control. Go with it.
I know what I'm talking about. I helped develop this magic. When I was still his apprentice, it was pure theory. Alexius could never get it to work. What I don't understand is why he's doing it. Ripping time to shreds just to gain a few hundred lackeys?
He didn't do it for them.
Took you long enough.
For his son, to give him more time to live?
Is he getting suspicious?
No, but I shouldn't have played the illness card. I thought he'd be fussing over me all day. My father's joined a cult, Tevinter supremacists. They call themselves Venatori.
Aren't all Tevinters
And I can tell you
supremacists?
one thing. Whatever he's done for them, he's done it to get to you.
Alexius is your father. Why are you working against him?
For the same reason Dorian works against him. I love my
Which
father,
is?
and I love my country. But this? Cults? Time magic? What he's doing now is madness. For his own sake, you have to stop him.
It would also be nice if he didn't rip a hole in time. There's already a hole in the sky.
Okay, that's what I'm wondering too. Are these two different problems? Or are they the same thing? For a second there I was thinking they were implying that he caused the breach in order to make the rifts to alter time. Because he definitely pointed to the rifts altering time, but maybe that was just a coincidence that the rift was here. No, because he specifically mentioned too that the rifts were going to spread outward and everything would be corrupted. Like I was thinking maybe just the rifts were altering that magic, but maybe I don't know. We're gonna have to just wait and see because I'm not sure if the two have anything to do with each other, and if so,
Why
which
would he
is
rearrange
which.
time and indenture the Mage Rebellion just to get to me?
They're obsessed with you, but I don't know why. Perhaps because you survived the Temple of
Well,
Sacred
obviously,
Ashes.
and the mark, I'm sure.
You can close the rifts. Maybe there's a connection. Or they see you as a threat.
Both
If
possible.
the Venatori are behind those rifts or the breach in the sky, they're even worse than I thought.
I assume that the rifts are caused by the breach in the sky, but I actually don't know that for a fact. They just seem to be related.
I'm not afraid of Alexius.
You know you're his target. Expecting the trap is the first step in turning it to your advantage. I can't stay in Redcliffe. Alexius doesn't know I'm here, and I want to keep it that way for now. But whenever you're ready to deal with him, I want to be there. I'll be in touch. Oh, and Felix, try not to get yourself killed.
There are worse things than dying, Dorian.
I feel like that might be foreshadowing. Alright, so we've met a lot of new major characters. Not only have we met the Grand Enchanter recently, but we met Alexius, who seems to be a major villain in the game. I don't know if he's going to be like a villain just for this section of the game, or if he's going to end up being like the Loghain of, like the main enemy we encounter throughout the game. But it's not really the big bad, because the big bad is, I'm assuming, whoever made the breach. Although, for all we know, maybe Alexius did make the breach, but it seems like they're steering away from that idea. We met his son Felix, and we met Dorian, who I'm pretty sure is going to be a party member sooner or later. Let's loot the Chantry, why not? A greatsword. Well, we haven't found too many greatswords, so I'm okay finding that, even though we don't have a greatsword warrior yet. Both of ours are sword and shield. Alright, so there's more in here, though. There is a mosaic piece. No, loot. Mosaic that's the word, not mirage. I saw something else. Just another little thing of loot. Dreamer eggs. That's right, I still have to figure out where that table is. I didn't, it's in that side room, isn't it? That's why I always forget about it. I knew there was something else I was forgetting to do, and I, for the life of me, could not remember what. But we'll head back to Haven yet again at some point and do that. For now, though, I'm going to call this an episode, and when we come back, we will... What's the next part of the main quest? Is that it for this part? Yeah, I guess Champions of the Just is the... head to the war room, and then I think we have to go somewhere else, talk to the Templars, and then return to the war room to tell them what happened to Redcliffe. Okay. So we'll probably try to do some more stuff around this area first. Hopefully get enough experience where we can maybe take on those portals and maybe the High Dragon. I don't think... Level 12 portals we at least have a chance against, but a level 12 High Dragon I think it's just going to one-shot us until we're at least level 12 ourselves. But we'll see. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I will be right back.